Hello viewers, and welcome to another video. And I want to give you a brief update. I don't want to take too long because I know you guys don't want to hear me talk for 20 minutes, so I'm going to keep it kind of short. So a little update on my friend. The administrators have doubled down and gave him the final layoff notice. That means on June 30th he will no longer be an employee for that school district. And the thing is, at this point he already knows he's going to get laid off, so he's just collecting evidence for his case, because this case is a strong one. Now, he did file a lawsuit with his last school, and they're about to do a settlement hearing for like July, and he's asking not six figures, but like between 60 and 80K. But he knows this one is going to be more than that because there's so much evidence supporting his claim. And if you look at like other cases, like one in LAUSD, there was a principal who filed a lawsuit against LAUSD, and LAUSD had to pay $2.5 million to that principal. And honestly, I think my case is stronger than the principal's, but I might not reach 2.5 million. But yeah, I know for sure it's gonna be more than the one he's doing now, with 6 figures minimum. And he's not doing this just for the money, because it honestly is the principal's fault why this is happening. And it's not fair that the district has to pay because of the principal's like pettiness. Honestly, that principal shouldn't even be a principal if they're acting like that. But anyway, key things: he's collecting evidence. He's gonna meet with the two principals, his union president, and the chief of schools to discuss the misuse of Prop 28, which is clear because earlier in the year they already fired another music teacher from the same department. He was the only person from the VAPA department that was laid off, right? And Prop 28 funds are supposed to be used to fund visual and performing arts, music, art, theater. So if they already laid off a music teacher from the same department, they should have more than enough money to afford my friend. And they're saying, oh, we don't have enough money because of low enrollment and lack of band interest. And even though they have Prop 28, his band budget was only like $90 for the whole year. And even from that $90, he only approved from $20. He only used 20 of that $90 to buy some folders for his students. The lowest of all the programs. All the departments, music had the lowest. Like art had like 10 times the amount that he used. They probably had like $300 they had to use, but they gave him like $90. And honestly, he only used $20 of that. So you see that it kind of shows that they're not supporting the band. And when they don't support the band, they don't have any interests. The students won't have any interest. The equipment is going to be bad because instruments and music are expensive. And if you can't like maintain them, then you're just hurting the band. So it was all an elaborate ruse to sabotage his band, to make them look bad. But instead of making them look bad, he pulled up. He made those students play. He taught those students. And that's important as a student, because that's why he became a teacher, so the students can learn. But in the layoff notice, this is what I think the plan is, because I'm kind of like 3 steps ahead. In the layoff notice, they said, oh, we're going to put you in a pool for like 12 months. If any music teacher openings happens in any of our schools, even that school, we'll get you back. So what they're doing, and what they probably will do, is they're going to wait till those 12 months are over. When those 12 months are over, they don't have to hire my friend again. They're probably going to hire someone else to replace him. And if that happens in 12 months, then his case is going to be airtight, because it showed that they were just looking for a replacement. They just wanted to get rid of him because of retaliation. Because when they laid him off, it doesn't show that he did anything wrong. They just saying, oh, it's a budget. But if we prove, here's the thing, if we prove that they had the money, if we prove that they found a replacement after those 12 months, and if we prove the timeline about when he sent the grievance, when he made concerns about the band, when he was like very critical on how they were treating the band, then it's done. They're not gonna win. That's why my friend knows that if he goes to court, he's not taking settlements. He's waiting till he's in front of a jury, because any jury would say that what they're doing is wrong and what they did to his teachers and the students in his class are wrong. They weren't ever to play football games. They barely had one performance that just happened, which was really good. One performance that the music teacher did not have to do, but he did it for the students because he knows that they might not play ever again because they don't care. They're waiting. There's students who are juniors who will never play ever again because they have to wait next year with the 12 months without a teacher before they hire someone else, because they don't want to hire him again, because in the contract they said in those 12 months they have to hire the guy they laid off, which is my friend. But after that 12 months, then they can hire someone else. And they're using the students. It's terrible for the students because juniors are never going to play again. And then the sophomores and freshmen who were there are not going to be prepared. Anyway, yeah, so they had a performance and the students had fun. And I know some of the students say, oh, let's cancel it. We don't have to do this. What if the band isn't big or whatever? But when they get on stage and when they play and when it's over, they know they want to play more. And that's the thing that the band program has to do. They have to give these students more opportunities to play, because I know they like playing in front of their friends and family. I know they like it when they cheer for them. And that's the best part. But my friend did do a final performance. So I'm going to play that same song that he played in case no one showed up. And just tell me what you think.
Until you disappear, say you're not scared, that you know it's 'cause I care, and say you know I love you, and that hope was just not there. But I know that I'm wrong, 'cause when you're gone, you're gone. Electrons in our head, nowhere now over the rainbow. Can I stop by and say hello? And sorry, I would take it back if I could, but I know to love one from too far to come is not to love at all. To whom is it I talk? But I want to believe that you can still hear me when you're just memory. Okay, and it'll all be over soon. I'll never let a bad thing happen to you. Now good night, I love you. And everybody dies fighting for their lives, just trying to survive. that there's a better place that waits beyond the grave.